Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So tonight is the night, you guys. Make sure you come and meet me after this video. Amazon Live tonight, 7 o'clock. There are going to be giveaways. 6 different people will win. So we're going to be picking winners from the people who are watching. There's no waiting tonight. So if you are watching, you have a really good chance of winning. And there's 6 prizes given away from Let's Resin. So I'm so excited. I will be there. Don will be there in the background. He's going to be asking me the questions that you guys are asking. It's going to be a great time. We're going to make several projects. So please come visit us at 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, right after this video. So if you made it here, I know you got time to make it to the Amazon Live. I've got 2 new molds today. This one is an angel looking over 2 children, and this one is one of 6 coasters that I'm now making. I mean, if they come out good, they're going to be linked. This is the first time I'm pouring them. I always test with you guys because why not? I need to make a video. Let's show you some different techniques. If the molds are no good, then they won't be linked and we had a good day anyway, right? So this one I'm going to do really simple. I'm pulled out my resin dyes because I want the pigment to last forever. I don't trust alcohol inks forever. So I did pick out sapphire blue, and I'm just going to, I contemplated doing this clear, but you know me, I can't do it clear. So I'm going to do a tint of sapphire blue, but I'm going to be using the UV resistant resin because I don't know whoever gets this if they put it near a window as a display piece. I don't want anything happening to it. Now, Let's Resin, I have had a tremendous amount of luck. I think their product is just so well that none of it has ever yellowed on me, which is why I continue using it every day of my life. But they have this one out, so let's use it just in case. This one I'm going to do 3 powders. I've got this green out that I bought from Temu. There's not a whole lot in here. I pulled out this kabuki, which is goldish greenish, olive greeny maybe. And then this brand new Dianca Pores Merkaba. This is like a dark navy kind of color. I have these. So there's going to be, I have 6 available if this works. And each one has a different design. So I wasn't sure how to make the mold, so we decided to do them individually because you might want 4 of the same one or 1 of each different one, and I didn't know because I was going to put 2 together, but I decided against that. So we're going to do separates, and part of it is shiny and part of it is matte. I'm going to be painting the matte parts, which are the trees and this rim. Well, I'm not going to paint the rim, but I'm just going to paint the trees. Oh, look at that. I got stuff in there already because I'm messing around, talking and over my molds. So I'm going to try to paint. Shoot, let me grab a little cotton swab here. I'm going to paint with alcohol today. I did it prior in another video. Don't ask me what video number was because I don't remember. Look at that, got it out. So let me just put this upside down over here so I don't do it. What you do to try to not make a huge mess is you dip your brush in alcohol, okay? And then you get some powder on it like that. Now I'm going to do the leaves, the green, and you kind of brush it on to keep that powder under control. So the alcohol is going to dissipate and leave the powder where you want it. See how nice that is? Although, I got some there. You're still going to have cleanup to do, but it's not going to go everywhere. And I always forget about this technique. But today when I was like, oh, that's going to be such a pain to clean, I realized this will work. Look at how well that's going on. Just make sure you get a small enough brush. And I just did. Am I going to get all of these from that one dip in the powder? Wouldn't that be amazing? With hardly any cleanup, and the cleanup's only because the powder came off. Look at that. One dip in the green with the alcohol, and I got all of those on. So I'm just going to do it one more time. take a little bit of that off. I don't need all that alcohol. And do it again over here. So it's coming off my brush. So I still have cleanup. But it's really not going to be that bad. And that's just because of my technical errors. See how that... So if you have like intricate, get yourself a really, even a smaller paintbrush than this one for your like really intricate molds. And try this technique. Look at how nice that goes on. So this is little clumps here, but that's okay. You're not going to see it. Blow that out a little bit. I don't know the color scheme, but it should be pretty good. I'm just going to tiny little bit, get a little bit off. And keep going. And then I'm going to do the tree trunk in the gold. So I think that really, it's like a navy-ish black color mica powder that I just chose for the background. And I bet it's going to be beautiful. So that is easy as that. So that is the green. I need to wash my brush off. Alcohol is like my best friend. I use it for so many things. Okay, so that's clean. I'm not going to clean the mold yet. Just that one little spot that has it on the tree trunk, because then you're going to see it on the tree trunk. Let's just get that off here. We don't want any extra mica. Clean that real quick, and then that didn't do me any good. Hang on, need a couple of these. Lots come off, and then just use like a micro brush to get up in there, which I will do that after I'm done. And then kabuki. See, these are the little flowers I made, so I know what color it would be if I backed it in a dark color. So that, oops, I forgot my alcohol. Tiny little bit of alcohol, and you can just use what's on the inside of the package. You don't have to go down in there. I ordered the sample pack of all their chameleon powders. So I just have these little packages for right now. And then as I use them, I will buy the bigger bottles because I don't know which ones are my favorite yet. So I'm just, when I run out, then I'll buy either another little bag. It's a little cheaper that way. Or I'll buy the whole bottle. A little bit more alcohol. These trees are growing together. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the rest of it. You get the gist of it. And I'm going to clean it all up and get some resin mixed.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage. Sparkles explode in a radiant haze. Crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every...
I've mixed up 12 ounces. I'm really not sure how much I need. So I think what I'm going to do, because they're both kind of in the blue family, I'm going to tint this with the dye, all of it, pour it, but debubble it, and then pour it into the angel mold. And then whatever's left, I'm going to just go ahead and add my mica powder. So I'm not wasting resin this way. It's like 6 drops. I don't want it really blue. I didn't know what color to do. I wanted a color so you could kind of see the detail, but I didn't really know what color would be the best, so I stuck with my normal blue. And it is going to be like, let me grab a paper towel. It's going to be really, really light. See how transparent that is? There's hardly any blue in there. Especially, I'm just going to put a bunch more in there. And it's going to look darker from the top because you're looking at it in a deep cup. So when we pour it much thinner, it's going to be a lot lighter. That's why I put it on the paper towel, to kind of give me an idea. Or you could pull it up the side of your cup, see how that is. You could barely see the blue in there. Very, very light. Do a little bit more and then I'm done, and whatever that is what it's gonna be. And we'll throw this through the vacuum chamber. I really don't want a bubble at all in this one, seeing that it's supposed to look like glass. And I'm going to like study that bottom and nudge every little bubble out from where they get caught. All right, so let's go get all these bubbles out.
This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare, diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell.
Look at that stunning blue color. It's so pretty. All right, I am gonna spray it because I am very worried about all the bubbles. See how much lighter it is? I mean, it'll go a little darker because we are pouring it somewhat thick, but not quite as thick as the cup, so I'm just gonna stop there and see if I see any bubbles that need to be moved out. I don't know if that's a bubble. Nope, that's a piece of glitter that's stuck. Great. I don't see any bubbles stuck. Well, that's amazing. I don't know if this is gonna take all of it or not. That's why I mixed up more. I'm not gonna dome it. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough for the coaster. That took, let me check. I mixed up 12 and I've got 2. I've got 2 left. That took 10 ounces. I am gonna go ahead and use it in the coaster. Let's just get these bubbles sprayed. This is gonna be our front. So you definitely want a good front. And I forgot to put it on a paper towel to slide it easily. Let me get that piece of glitter out of there. I don't know if I got it or not. I see another piece of glitter down in there. Got it. All right, let's slide you out of the way. I'll take a little torch to it here in a second. I'm just gonna mix up the mica powder. I don't know, maybe that thing only is gonna hold 2 ounces. Can we be so lucky? Oh, that is so pretty. It's kind of like a black blue. It's black with hints of blue, almost like a black with interference blue in it. And I think that's enough mica. I barely put any in there. Can't see the stick really. Now you can put it through the vacuum chamber again if you really want to. I don't think I'm going to though. I don't think it's necessary on this piece. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Just wipe my hands off here. We might need this powder out still, so I'm not going to spray it because of the powder in there. So I'm just going to fill it to that edge and run this around here to help not get any bubbles there. And I think maybe whatever's in here is in here. It's just a demo anyway. It's not for really an order or anything. So it's going to be barely short. It'll just be a little bit thinner coaster than normal. And you don't have to make them thick. It's totally personal preference. We're going to scrape every last drop out. That means no extras today, which is good because I do not want you to be late for my Amazon Live tonight. I don't want to keep you more than an hour. I probably will hold another ounce, so I'm saying probably 3 ounces would be there in that one. I'm just going to keep popping bubbles on this one because I did not run it back through the vacuum chamber. Same on that one, so we don't have anything on the surface. I have a little, and I'm going to cover this up so nothing gets in the front here. Got some little pieces of dust or something. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't want it there. Look at that color. That's gorgeous. Okay, well, I'm going to clean everything up and see you on Demold. While these were curing, I was gone for 2 days, so everything's obviously cured, and I had a ton of mail in the mail today, well, when I got home. So let me show you what I got. So Hope sent me a few things because she's got an order coming up. An order for 2 koalas for a wedding. So she sent me some accessories to use, and these are little diamond rings. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate them. I know the bows will be fine. Hopefully one of the colors are good. And then she sent me little baskets because I'm going to be making 2 koalas for her. For, like I said, a wedding, a little boy and a little girl, in grays and greens and creams and all that. So I got to figure out if we can use these. I will have to get back to you, Hope. I'm not quite sure if they're too big or not, although the bows are fine, like I said. I got my favorite mold in the mail, and now I'm going to have 2. This is from Rita. Rita sent me an email saying she bought me the little butterfly mold that I ruined. Well, I didn't ruin it. Let me grab my scissors. I used it too much, so I wore it out. So this time I'm going to make a copy of it before I use it too much. This is that butterfly mold. Actually, I have several orders on hold because they wanted the butterfly mold and they said that they would wait for it. Oh, look at this. It's a brand new one. It is going to be gorgeous. It's nice and sparkling. Hopefully the whole thing is perfect. And I'm sure it will be. So we are definitely going to be doing this with extras now. Thank you, Rita. Thank you so much. I absolutely love that mold. I've got an anonymous gift. I don't know who these 2 things came from. It was a whole package of Sharpie markers in black and in white. Paint penetrature. I wonder if these are for, like, maybe I could write on the molds with them. Or, I mean, for the eyes as well that I use. I usually use oil-based markers for the eyes, but these are obviously all different size markers. So whoever you are, thank you so much. I will be using them. Black and white I use a lot of. And then this came in the mail, and I didn't order this, so I don't know who you are. You sent me some new little tiny diamond rhinestones, which is awesome for little projects. And it comes with tweezers and a wax pencil. But look at all those colors, you guys. I do not have this package, so thank you so much, Anonymous. I really, really, really appreciate that. I also got a gift from Sheila. And it says, enjoy your gift. I see you love this haze mica as well, so I wanted you to have a large jar. Thank you so much for all you do. P.S. I would have sent Don candy, but you said he had enough. Sorry, Don. Yes, he has enough. Thank you. I did not know that they made that haze color in a huge jar. Look at that. Now I got a huge jar. It was, let me grab it. Oh, where is it? I was being so like sparingly, and then I was happy to get another little thing, and look at that. I got a whole bottle of it. Thank you so much, Sheila. I had no idea that you could buy a whole jar. I don't even know what company this is because there's no company name. So that is amazing. I'm gonna just dump that right in there. Oh my God, that was exciting. And then I got some mail from Dawn. Dawn sent me a ton of eyes for that little dragon. I don't think I'm ever gonna make this many dragons, but I think these are the 16 millimeter maybe. Does it say 100 pieces? Look at that. I can't read the things, so I have plenty of eyes. Plus I just got some the other day in Happy Mail. I have so many eyes. Oh, they're coming out. Okay. Well, they're staying in here for now, so they're all different colors, all different kind of slits, round. Oh, wow. So many to choose from. And then she also sent me these little squeegees, which I have never seen before. So these are made of silicone. And she thinks that would be great, which they would be, for like squeegeeing off my edges of the molds. You know how I'm pretty messy when I'm dripping stuff in? All different sizes. Dawn, people are going to want to know where you got these, so please send me the link just in case I can't find the link. I'm not quite sure what to... Oh, maybe I can use this to find the link. So, wow, thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. I came home to so many gifts, you guys. My son was like, Mom, there's so many packages outside. I'm like, just bring them in the house. Just bring them in the house. I'll open them later. So that was that. And then I got one more box. And this is from Angel. Miss Angel sent us several things. She sent me some little curly hair for my little creatures, which I do have some hair, Angel. I haven't used it for a while. I just now remembered that I have it. I have blonde, I have red, I have black, I have brown. So this is little doll hair, and you can glue it to the tops of your little friends. And then she sent, of course, some treats, Werther's Originals and corn nuts, because she says, I heard you say you don't eat sweets. So she sent me those. She sent me this little mold. I guess she's having a problem with top coating it, and this is a little one. There must be some imperfections on it. So we're going to try that for her. It looks like a little pendant. So I'll see if I can get this top coated for you, Angel. No problem. I'm not promising anything. And then she sent me this elk, and she 3D printed it. And I know you're not going to want to hear this, Angel, but when I opened it, it was in the little pieces, and I can imagine, and you packed it so well too, but his antlers, which are very thin and very large, they just broke right off of his little head. But that's, oh, this one goes over here. I will try to glue it. This is pretty cool. And then a little foot broke off too. So she sent a little stand for him. So we're gonna have to try to fix him so he will stand on this little stand of grass tufts. So this is really cool. You're doing a really good job. She says it's not perfect, but it's made with love, and I don't see any imperfections. I wouldn't even know what to look for because I do not have a 3D printer yet, but you did a really good job. It was the mail people that messed it up for you. So thank you so much, Angel. You guys are so amazing to us. And I can't express how grateful I am for all my viewers out there. You guys are so amazing. I don't expect anything from anybody. I just love giving you guys some content to watch. Okay, let me clean this all up. I'm a little nervous about this one because while I was gone, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think we're going to see the angel and the kids. I think I made it too dark. So we might have to redo this one. I'm not sure. And it looks like it didn't cure level for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but when I walked away, things kind of went a little haywire. There's a few bubbles up in the angel wings, but not too bad. So let me move all this stuff, and we're going to unmold and see what we have. everything's put away for now. I got some homes I gotta find, but let's start with this one. I'm a little curious to see how the trees did. Well, it all came out of the mold. Oh, that's really cool. Of course, there's one rogue piece of glitter right there. So that came out pretty good. I did a really good job cleaning too. I just missed a little bit right there, but that's not that big of a deal, and a little bit right there. So you've got the matte there, a little bit of shine. So this is the same color, shiny and matte. And then you've got your highlighted trees right there. So that is really good. I wonder if I can get that little piece of glitter out since it's right on the surface. It should pop right off. I don't want to mess it up, but let me try a scribe. Oh man. One little piece of glitter embedded in my, and I cleaned that thing so well. Maybe a little Sharpie marker. So I do need to trim it because I didn't fill it all the way up. But what do you think? That looks pretty nice. Like I said, I have 6 different designs. I will get to all of them eventually, but I don't have all the molds made quite yet. I wanted to see what one was going to look like before I went and wasting silicone on all of them. Looks pretty clean now. There's no glitter in there now. Pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's see what we got on this. I don't know. Hopefully we see. Oh, we might see it. We might see it. Let's see what we got. Hopefully. I've never poured it with a color before. You can kind of see it. I just have a little trimming to do. Can you tell? Can you see it? Here it is on white. What do you think? That is so pretty. You can see it, so I don't have to redo it. You can, the problem with these, and not really a problem, so these are gonna sit up like that on whatever you want to display it on. So, and Into Resin sells several of these types too, not this particular scene, which is why I did it. I won't copy somebody's, what they're already doing. So since I knew they didn't have this one, that's why I did it. But this is your front, and this is your back. But anytime you pour something like this, because it's molded from a glass sculpture that's rounded, you kind of can top coat. What I normally do, because I don't want to top coat, that looks really good. That's really pretty. I generally trim my edges, which leaves trim marks, and then I go around with rhinestones because I'm a rhinestone lover. So, I mean, a lot of people don't like rhinestones. You can use something else. Let me see. And that's probably what I'm going to do to this one because I don't like top coating this one. You can do it. I've done it in the past. You just have to get it level because it's not like a level piece. This is tapered, as you can see. See how that's tapered? So you would have to level the piece out, make sure it's completely level when you top coat this one. I can do it, like I said, but I'm not going to because I would rather put stones because that's that's how I am. Or you can trim it like as best as you can. And probably this trimmer is your best bet over a knife to not see the trim marks. Give me some ideas of what you can cover the trim marks with other than rhinestones. Maybe some pearls, flat back pearls would be pretty. Maybe I'll do that on this one. I'm not sure. Let me see what I have in my stash. And I'm just going to finish trimming this right there. And I think it looks really, and the other way you can do this, I mean, I can do this again if you guys want to see it again, is you can use your powders on your angel, their wings, the kids, whatever, pour clear in it, or even black. I wonder if black would, well, no, black wouldn't work. Don't pour black. I'll tell you why, because this is too deep. So when you pour black, you would not see the angel. So I would say pour clear And the colors that you paint on are the colors that you would see. So even if you use chameleon powders, you paint them on, that's the color you'll see when you pour your clear, and those colors will come out on your resin. So you would have a clear piece with colors behind it. We could do it again if you want to, let me know. So let me take a little short break. Let me find what I have, and I think I will go around those edges to cover them up. So as I was trimming, I did exactly what I told you not to do, and I trimmed too much. My knife slips over here, so now I'm forced to top coat it. So I guess you guys needed to see how to top coat it, so that's what I'm doing today. So I grabbed my level, I grabbed a bunch of little molds, and I just leveled it out. And let me make sure it's still level. So it's level that way, and it is level that way. The only spot that might be a problem is right here, because like I said, when I poured it and I walked away, it was unlevel somehow, and this side dips down a little bit. So I got my fastest setting top coating epoxy out, and this should be set in like an hour. Pretty close to being done in an hour. I don't need a whole ounce after I realized I mixed it. I'm just going to get it to the edges to cover those scrape marks. Then after I messed it up, I just went ahead and just trimmed all the edges, not caring what I was doing at that point. Now there are a lot of bubbles in here right now, but the torch will take them right out as soon as I get done spreading it. So you just take it to your edge, kind of babysit it. It could possibly drip over this one. I didn't leave a raised edge for it to hang on to. You can do that too if you're not comfortable top coating. Just leave that little lip around there and kind of fill it in, fill it up. But I already had trimmed it off because I planned on putting stones around it. So instead of putting stones, I mean, you could still do that. I don't know if I will. If I get it top coated beautifully, then I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. The only reason I do the stones is because of that little edge. So I'm gonna see if I could do it perfectly. If not, we're gonna cover our mistakes with some stones or some pearls or something of that sort. But let's see if I can do it. So I'm just gonna quick fast for you. This is all I'm doing. I'm just pulling it to the side, getting it to the edge. I will be checking it to make sure it's not dripping over and wiping it. But like I said, this is my epoxy for tumblers, and it cures really, really quickly. Like, you don't have a lot of time to mess around with it. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes to be spreading. And that's exactly what you want for a top coat. So this is the part I'm not sure about. It could possibly drip over, and then I will be like watching it until it stops dripping, because I don't want to mess up the rest of it. Then just take your torch and get all those bubbles out. Now be careful, because this is going to lower the viscosity and make it runny. I didn't put anything in this, it's just clear. I didn't put any crushed crystal, no sparkle of any sort, because I didn't want to like hinder the image any more than it already is with the blue. So I'm just gonna see how far I can stretch it. That way it doesn't have too much to drip. So far I don't see anything dripping. Now if you put a torch too long on there, then it will get very thin and it will drip off. So just do your best. I wouldn't use alcohol, especially when you get it to all your edges, because that will break that surface tension that you're creating, and it will go right over the edge. So this is the part I'm not too sure about. So I guess you're staying with me the whole time. I didn't think I'd get it done this quickly. I'm a little nervous with this edge, so I'm trying to keep it really, really thin. And like I said, this was my mistake. This was nothing else, the way I poured it. So I'm gonna try to move some of this over here. I only used ½ an ounce, which when I was mixing the 1 ounce, I realized I didn't need a whole ounce, but maybe I'll pour it in that little dolphin mold and see what that one looks like, what Angel is talking about top coating it. Little bit. I might need to add a drip. I'm hoping I don't. Just get those bubbles out. So we'll have a perfect surface. There's just one little drip here that needs to be filled in. It's really staying. I don't think it dripped over at all. I'm so happy. Just gonna go all the way to the trimmed edge. Very carefully. Okay, I'm just going to watch this. Now if it pulls away from the edge, that means you need to add a little bit more resin. I don't know if it's pulling away here. Like I said, I will watch it. I don't think it's pulling away. I think that's, I just didn't get it to the edge where I wanted it. But it looks really good. And that will make a very pretty finished piece. I did wash it down with alcohol first too, because you don't want to be putting resin on a dirty surface. Okay, now I'm just going to babysit it, let it cure. Maybe I will pour this. I think I should wash it out first, which I don't want to do on camera over this piece. So I will get this poured into something and then I will show you if I was successful or not. Okay, I didn't put the heat mat on at all. It's been about 2 hours and it's cured. This is like really, really quick, fast drying. And this is a beautiful finish. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm not going to do anything else to it. It's just going to stay like that. And it's got a gorgeous glass covered finish. And I'm not too upset about the blue. You could see the angel and the kids. You could see everything. Everything looks good. So that one is done for today. No bling at all. All I did with this one, I covered that little tiny piece of glitter with black, trimmed it around, put some cork on the back, and you've got yourself a coaster. It's a little thinner than I would normally pour, but you don't need it any thicker than that because I didn't fill it up that day. Let's just check these out and see what we have. I don't know if she made this mold or not. Not quite sure. Of course, there's a million bubbles in that. Oh, so that's engraved. I don't think you can top coat engraving. That would be very hard to do. I would need better resin in there to see what I'm looking at, because I poured a whole bunch of bubbles in this. So, Angela, if you have my email, email me. Or I may have already talked to you by the time this video went out. I'm not sure. I need to know exactly what you're looking at. And then I took the rest of the tabletop, or not really tabletop. Yeah, I guess it's a coating. And I put some gray in there because I wanted to see the little manatees. So there's a whole bunch of bubbles, but that's okay. He's really cute. Can you see his little body in there? So we can just fill that in with some paint or something. And here's a little tiny baby one. I've been waiting to make them. And they are outlined, engraved in there too. We just need to get some marker or some, I guess you can use a pen or some paint, acrylic paint or something. Let me try a pen today. I'm just gonna try, because I want you guys to not be late for my Amazon Live, and I know I'm probably around 40 minutes right now, so I'm not going to go crazy with this. But yeah, you can take a pen and go right into the engraving of this one. Let me just go around real quick so you can see the actual manatee. So if you have markers for something like this, a mold like this, then you can use markers as well. It's a lot easier than using acrylic paint and cleaning all that up. Oh, this is so cute. You could put magnets on him. The other one is good enough for like a little pendant. This goes like that. So cute. I love manatees. They're so adorable. This way I could show you it finished real quick. And then you can get off If I have the link available in this video, I will try to remember to link the Amazon Live in here. So you could go straight there. What do you think? Can you tell? Can you see him? He's so cute. Too bad there's a bunch of bubbles in that. That resin has bubbles, and you're supposed to torch them out because it's really made for a coating resin and not for filling things like this. But I just wanted to see what these little guys look like. That's all. Let me just try to do this one real quick so you can see it. I think she got these on Etsy, if you like them. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that's where they came from. It looks like somebody made these from their X tool and came up with the little design and then engraved it and then molded it. That's what it was. So I'm thinking it was handmade from Etsy. I'm not sure. There's the little guy. Mama and baby. So cute. Try to get it in the glare so you can see it. All right, well guys, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you coming in, and I really want to see you there in a couple of minutes over at the live. Remember, I've got 6 prizes to give away. They're getting given away immediately. There's no wait on prizes, so come and join the fun, enter the games, giveaways, and whatever. We're going to be doing some UV resin. We're going to be doing some epoxy resin and everything for beginners. So we're going to do a beginner's video if you're new to resin especially, or if you just want some simple ideas, you've been doing it forever, come and join us, support me, support Let's Resin. Let's give them a lot of love. All right, guys, I will see you there. All right, have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit